Liverpool very, very good, very efficient, look sharp going forward, look stronger, look fitter. United, listen, do you know what, you can try and dress it up a little bit, but United were shocking, really shocking. Every time Liverpool went forward, they looked like they were going to score. One or two passes they were in on the United's back four. Obviously certainly a couple of big mistakes from an experienced player. Then a mistake as well at the start of the second half, 3-0. Yeah, not good. You know, there's been a lot of good PR for United the last few months about plans for the stadium, blah, blah, blah. But today, in a big game against Liverpool, I'm just really disappointed that United didn't turn up. And I just think playing for Man United, what should it be about? I'm always surprised when the game's over after 50 or 60 minutes when you're playing for Man United. I know you can have an off day and you can have bad days, but for the game to be over after an hour, it's hard to accept.
3-0 after 56 minutes, and Mo Salah had so much to do with that today. 2 assists for him, the goal as well. Mo, in you come. Congratulations. I mean, where's your shoes? What's going on? He's left his shoes behind. The dazzling boots are in the dressing room. Congratulations.
Be careful I don't step on your foot there. Just intentionally, maybe, yeah.
Talk us through that then. What emotions are going in that Liverpool dressing room right now after that demolition of Manchester United?
It's a great result, you know. Everybody knows the derby is like very important for the city, for the fans. So also the manager, like first game for him in here. So we're so happy for the result, and yeah, we need to just carry on. If you want to fight for the league, you have to win each game, and that's a big game. So I'm glad that we managed to win it.
There was something similar in a way about all 3 goals that came from Liverpool winning back possession pretty high up the pitch. Was that a key part of the game plan here this afternoon?
I managed to be involved in 3, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, I think the manager liked us to press high, and they did a couple of mistakes, and we managed to use them. So yeah, it was part of the plan.
And when you do win the ball back, moving it so quickly. Now, we've seen that from Liverpool before, but is this different? The precision that we're seeing in these Liverpool attacks?
It's not a big difference, because with Jurgen first a few years we were always like this. We tried to get the ball as high as possible. Then with the time we managed to change our system or the way that we play. But yeah, it's quite similar than like 7 years ago. But yeah, I think the manager has his own system, and we all try to adapt to that.
Aki, you got to talk to me about your summer. You've come back, bro. You're smiling ear to ear. You got a new trim. Listen, what's the vibe, man? What was the summer for you? You've come back, you're flying, you're sharp. 3 goals, 3 assists. Tell me about it, bro.
Honestly, I had a good summer. I had a long time to just to stay with myself and try to think positive, because as you know, this is my last year in the club. I just want to enjoy it, and just I don't want to think about it, but just like I feel I'm free to play football, and we'll see what's going to happen next year.
Can I ask you something? In the second half, are you surprised, Mo, how easy it was? Did it seem like an easy game? Well, you scored 3 goals. You could have scored 5, 6 goals. The chances you missed.
To be fair, I was surprised because the game was open, and we knew that after first half they are 2-0 down, so they're gonna come and just try to play man marker and just run behind us in the whole pitch. But I agree with you. I was a little bit surprised because the game could finish 5 or 6, but still it's a tough team. But today it wasn't their day.
And bro, against Man United, you always seem to go, whether it be an assist. Today you did
here. Yeah, 7 games in a row.
You did the assist, and I know you was thinking, yo, I need a goal.
Yeah, to be fair, I just I was in half time. I managed to give 2 assists, and just like, it's my time to score. I want to score. I love to score. This is something I really love to do, and as much as I score and the team winning, that's the most important thing.
Well, if you don't know, his name is Mo. And this brother loves to score them goals, baby. He loves to score them goals.
What else has changed, Mo, with this manager? It's been a brilliant start for him.
It's quite tricky to say, but I think everybody now, also before we have Jurgen for 7 years, so it's kind of, you get in comfort zone somehow. He was always trying to push us outside our comfort zone, but you know, when you are with the manager for 7 years, somehow you get into the comfort zone. But with the new manager, he comes with his style, and he just wants everybody to adapt. And he had a few meetings with the senior group, and just he told them, look, you need to set an example for the young players, and yeah, you need to work hard. And yeah, I think we're following his system well, and hopefully we carry on like that.
And if this is your last season, as you say, this could be your last time ever playing here.
Yeah, to be fair, I was coming to the game. I said, look, it could be a last time. Nobody in the club talked to me yet about contracts, so I just like, okay, I played my last season and see it in the end of the season.
You'll miss this place, though, won't you?
My
You might
second
come back in
favorite
the
place.
FA Cup. You might come back in the FA Cup.
I don't know with which club, but so far, yeah, my last game here was Liverpool.
Well, look, we hope that it's not. You know, I hope.
It's not up to me, but nobody talked to me about from the club, but we will see.
We wish you well, Mo. Congratulations on a
Thank you
brilliant
very
start
much.
to the season and
Thank you.
a great day for Liverpool today. Thank you, Mo. What was the line? If you don't know, it's...
If you don't know, it's Mo.
Yeah, and you can't really argue with that because 3
don't know,
goals,
now
3
you know.
assists, 3 games into the season. As Daniel said, it looks like he's
He was
really
brilliant.
enjoying his football.
You know, talk about world-class performance. He was brilliant. He's a threat, his goals record, his little touches, his movement. And again, when you watch him live, you see the bigger picture. Honestly, great example. You know, I really enjoy watching him. Obviously, it's hard to take for United today, but you've got to give credit where it's due. He is a world-class player.
Roy didn't like our exchange. We had a little bit of banter together, you know, just...
Yeah, I know, but listen, I warned you before. You got to say humble in victory and defeat. You obviously didn't listen, did you?
I was having a chat with my old pal.
That wasn't a chat. That was a bromance thing going on.
Daniel, are Liverpool going to let him go?
I'd be surprised, to
not
be
up to
honest. I'd be
Liverpool.
surprised. I'd be surprised. I think Mo has obviously achieved pretty much everything he could at the club, but I've not seen him happier. The way he was speaking then was as if, like, you know, I want to be at the club. If the club are going to give him what he wants, then he's going to stay. That's inevitably what's going to happen. But the way he looked there, he looked happy to me. I've not seen him smiling ear to ear like that before. So to be fair, I really hope he does stay because he's been magnificent.
He's in control of all of that.
Yeah.
I know the clubs
100%.
have policies about lending contract when players get to 31, 32, whatever the Liverpool situation is, but he's in total control of that. He'll decide what he's going to do, whatever contract they might come up with. You think they'll obviously have to offer him the contract. He's an amazing player, but he will have, well, put it this way, he will have plenty of options.
He certainly will. And you see how sharp he is today. He's talking about almost this kind of freshness within the club. And let's talk about these goals from a Liverpool perspective, first of all. Danny, there's loads of time to pick the bones out of United later.
Absolutely. I mean, in this moment here, we mentioned Casemiro earlier on, but it's the cross from Mo is absolutely magnificent. Szoboszlai's awareness to leave it, and Luis Diaz decisive with the header. It's a fantastic move, to be fair. For me, I feel like when you're looking at the numbers here, we're seeing 5 versus 3, man.
And they're all like sprinters, those 4 that were coming behind Diogo Jota, all ready to fly out the blocks.
Well, yeah, the thing is, you're licking your lips as an attacker if you're running at the defence and you see 3 defenders, 5 players barrelling forward. In the end, it was too open, and Liverpool punished the mistakes that Manchester United.
United aren't good enough to play like that. They can't have their full-backs getting forward like that. As soon as they make one mistake against the good teams, they're going to get punished. We're almost going around in circles talking about it. They're not good. If Casemiro's made a mistake, of course he has. An experienced player, he's got to take a touch in it. But he's got full-backs running ahead of him, and it's just not on.
Favorite of the two?
O cabezazo ahí en el segundo tiempo fue.
Pero él dice el segundo o
El segundo es el cabezazo.
no, el primero fue cabeza.
El primero.
Primero. El segundo fue el que rematé abajo.
Sí, el segundo desea una fuerza tú ahí de cabeza o cabezazo.
Bueno, nada, como te dije ahorita, muy feliz. Siempre trato de llegar a esas posiciones, de tratar de ayudar al equipo, marcando goles, asistiendo. Para nosotros los delanteros siempre va a ser importante, entonces estoy muy contento. Seguiré trabajando igual, seguiré trabajando tranquilo, con los pies sobre la tierra y bueno, estar muy concentrado para lo que se viene.
Again, he's very happy. Is what we strikers have to do: score goals, giving assists. What he's gonna do is keep working in a humble way, working hard to keep helping the team and to achieve our goals.
And Ali, one for you, if I can. I mean, you loved Jurgen Klopp as a man and a manager, but it started so well, so fast under Arne Slot. Why do you think it's begun so well?
Yeah, you are right. I love him. I will still love for the rest of my life. He knows that. But like, I think the determination, of course, the quality of the manager, the way he works, the things that he demands the team, but the answer we are giving on the pitch He's been so good. Like the effort of all the players, everybody, Lucho, all the strikers, they are working their socks off to help us defending. It's the third clean sheet in a row, and that's not only because we are saving that the goals at the back, but because they are working so hard. The team is working so hard, and that's our main focus now. And this is the mentality that the manager wants us to have. So that's really important. We have to go that the manager wants to speak now.
Okay, well, let's do this quickly then. Player of the match, Luis Diaz.
Yeah. Man del partido, hombre del partido otra vez. Normal para ti, ¿no?
No, normal no. Feliz. Gracias, manito.
Well done, guys. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Yes, all smiles from the Liverpool dressing room, and more reactions are coming, and you can understand why. And we were at Ipswich on the opening day for Match Day Live. We both covered the game against Brentford last week, and we both said, well, this will be interesting today. Could you have envisaged that going that well for Liverpool?
No, I mean, it's been perfect, hasn't it, right the way from the start of the season. OK, it's only 3 games, but we looked at the results there, 2-0, 2-0, 3-0, not conceding anything, you know, not conceding hardly any chances. Alisson's made 1 or 2 saves there today, but when you come to Old Trafford, you expect your goalkeeper to have to put in a really good performance. He's only had 1 or 2 saves. They've looked very efficient, very effective, and their players, their attacking players, are still scoring goals. You know, when you try to change it slightly to be a little bit more structured and a little bit safer, then sometimes you can lose that edge up front, but they look as rampant as they've always done.
And I think what put into perspective, where we were sitting, we saw Nunes and Gakpo warm up in front of us and come on. Chiesa was sitting behind us, and Liverpool have 6 when they're fit forwards, going for 3 places.
I was just exactly what I was thinking of. When you see the squad, the first 11 was brilliant, and that was probably their easiest game out of the 3 they've had. And then we saw the subs warm up, go past it. I thought, wow, this is a proper squad of players, and I think he's been quite fortunate to walk into that. Of course, he's got to put his own stamp on it, and I'm sure he will do. And we've seen the first 3 games. They've looked defensively better, although they did concede a couple of chances. I think Xerxes had a couple of chances where he could have scored. The keeper did make a save. But on the whole, it was a real dominant performance from Liverpool. We talk about the 6 forwards they've got. They've also got 5 brilliant midfield players. You think of Curtis Jones, who's not here today, Harvey Elliott, who can come into that. But I think he really likes Anthony. If you know, in the game, he didn't change Anthony. It was all the forwards, it was the right back, it was the left back. So but there's a real dominance about that Liverpool squad. They could really challenge for that title this year. Do you know what?
Do you think that even 3 games in, yeah?
3 games in, yeah. Well, look at it. Before the ball had been kicked, I thought Arsenal might be their year to give City a real go and possibly go on to win it. But after watching the first 3 games, I think Liverpool could go past Arsenal. And they were up there for a long part of the season last year. They only fell away the last few games. But if they keep that squad together, if they keep the majority of that fit, I think that's a team that can challenge City without a shadow of a doubt.
What do you think?
I agree. I think Pep Guardiola, if you asked him now who's your biggest danger, it'd be a toss-up between, you know, I think at the start of the season, you think Liverpool now? Yeah, I think at the start of the season he might have said Arsenal, because you know what you're going to get. Same manager, same players. They've added 1 or 2. You knew what you're going to get. There was a little bit of what's going to happen at Liverpool. New manager, you know, is it going to be a totally new style? Are they going to take a while to adapt? All these questions. Of course, the one good thing from Liverpool's point of view is they kept the squad. You know, there was hardly any outgoings. OK, no incomings as well, hardly. But it was still a structured... And he was walking into a squad that's absolutely in the guts of their careers. You know, all the big players are at the absolute, you know, peak of their powers. So... But there were questions. But having seen 3 games, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but after 3 games, you look at that and think, wow, it's going to take a special team to stop them. You know, they've just swatted Manchester United aside. That team from Manchester United, OK, didn't play well in it, but Liverpool didn't let them play well. It wasn't an injury-ravaged team at all. It was a good Manchester United team on paper. That was minimum of fuss, swatted aside.
Yeah, you'd have to say, apart from Højlund, that's United's strongest.
Luke Shaw, yeah.
Luke Shaw, yeah. Maybe Euro, but not far away.
It's not.
Yeah, Euro as well. Yeah, a young kid. We're really not sure what we're gonna get with them. And I think the back 5 could be OK, but I still think in front of that we are going to be short. You see the area of the pitch. 3 goals today were 3 mistakes by midfield players, really. And again, the attacking third was just nowhere near the likes of what we've seen today from Liverpool. Marcus Rashford, his confidence is shot to pieces when he should be taking people on. He's turning back, and it's not like him. Garnacho's still young. We still got to give him time, and obviously the young lad settle in. He's going to take a bit of time. I think the biggest thing I noticed from being pitch side and actually looking at the players, Liverpool look fitter, they look more athletic, but they also have more quality. I think that was a concern. I think the likes of Keanew might take a bit of time to get going. I thought Bruno Fernandes looks a bit sluggish. Xerxes, obviously in his game, hasn't played. And that was a big thing that struck me. Now, we're only early in the season, but they're things that would worry you. Are the team working hard enough behind the scenes to be as fit as they should be? They just didn't look fit enough to me.
They've had that many injuries, and it must be playing in their mind as well, mustn't they? They've had so many injuries over the last couple of seasons under Ten Hag, and that's another problem. And then if you start second-guessing yourself, shall we train, should we go a little bit easier? But, you know, no such problems for Liverpool.
Sorry, Michael, I was going to say as well, they keep bringing centre-halves off. Now, if you've got a centre-half who can't get through a game, that's a big concern. That tells me they're not fit enough straight from the off. You only bring centre back four should always stay together, really. You might bring the odd right back off here and there if you're resting people, but two centre halves should be there for the full game. And it's been the first 3 games now. They've changed centre back. How can a centre back not be fit enough?
I know, and I wouldn't mind, but that was a problem position. There's so many, you mentioned before the game, Steve, how many different partnerships they've had. So you'd think there'd be